it just shows you like the lack of confidence they actually have. And that the fact they're always talking about masculinity, they're always talking about strength, they're always, playing subservience to militarism because they don't feel confident about themselves, which is why they're so easy to bully. I recommend doing that. Like it's like people a lot of times whenever I never get into debates with conservatives. I don't do it because one, it's a waste of time. They're not going to tell me anything I don't already know. I know their arguments better than they do. But bullying is the only language they understand. It's it. And so I always go right after their masculinity every single time. And it works. It always works because they're deeply insecure about the kind of men they are.
Yeah, there's this new shtick on TikTok that's been hitting my algorithm, and there's this guy that I think it's like maybe his handle's like Graybeard Actual or something like that. And his entire content is just him sitting in front of a microphone, and all of his content is focused on women are sluts.
Oh yeah, these guys.
Like any woman, don't get with a woman whose body count is higher than whatever. And I just find it so fascinating. Like I can't help but like go into the comments and look at all the men who are in there like, yeah, found out this the hard way. Yeah, my girl left me for whatever. Like she was a hoe from the beginning. And being like, these comments are full of men who are openly saying they can't keep a woman happy.
Yes.
And get the answer to what they're doing wrong. They're coming to the TikTok page of a gray-headed 50 to 60-year-old man to have him tell them what they should be doing differently to please these women.
Yeah, yeah.
To which the answer is just they're all hoes, and it's not you, it's them.
Yeah, exactly. It is so funny that these guys just tell on themselves. They just give the game away. It's like, I'm 38 years old and I've never been able to satisfy a woman once in my life. They've all left me. I hope she hasn't slept with too many guys because maybe he's hung better than I am. It's just like, they are terrified of everything about women. And so instead of like being a man and doing something about this, like, okay, right? They always say men, we're the problem solvers. They have this problem in front of them, and what do? They get online and they bitch and complain and they bitch and moan and bitch. It's all they do. And it's like, you're supposed to be masculine. You're supposed to be alpha, and nothing about you screams alpha. Everything about you screams little child. That's all you're putting forth here. And how do you expect anyone to take you seriously at this point? I don't get it at all.
It's the same guys. When you see the female content creators who are in the military, who are the big names. I have a hard time remembering people's handles on TikTok. Yeah. But every video that a female service member puts out, if there's the slightest bit of cuteness to it or playfulness about it, you'll go to the comments and it's those guys being like, oh, this girl slept her way to the top. Like, first of all, she's like a lieutenant. Like, she's not at the top. And like, what are you talking about? And then the ones that'll be like, sharpshooting, like, oh, your rank on your hat is not.
Oh, fuck off.
Wherever. And like, God, this is such a compensating group of individuals. I think I'll go to Female Mill Talk and start pummeling a female service member to make myself feel better.
Yeah, it just shows that they lack feelings of inadequacy as a man, and they're looking for other men to tell them that they're all right. And insulting women is the only thing they have. That's all they got. Because you'll see, because women will post up and they'll say something like, I've kind of had it with men. Men have been, just horrible to me every time. So I'm taking a break and I'm not dating men. And those comment sections are flooded with dudes saying, oh, well, guess you're going to die old and alone then. And guess you should get a bunch of cats, guess you're going to be a boring old spinster. Maybe you should come back to dating men. However, whenever you see guys complaining about women, it's like, oh, well, I'm tired of America.
There are no women in
those. No.
There are none.
None.
Just, like calling women sluts all day. That's his shtick. I'll scroll through the comments and be like, man, I hope there's some woman in here just eviscerating these pathetic men. No, it's just a bunch of pathetic men.
More dudes.
Comments. That's it.
There are no dudes.
Them the time of day to even acknowledge the fact that they exist.
It's just so crazy. And it's like, and the thing is that they I don't know. It's a very strange phenomenon to watch. Like, it's very strange that, you've been told this your whole life, and they always say that women are like gold diggers. Oh, watch out for women, because, they're just trying to take your money. It's like, first off, you make $42,000 a year. No one is coming after your money. And I've never met a man that was financially secure, that had his shit together, that was, stable and, wealthy or upper middle class or anything like that. I've never heard any of those guys bitch about women, wanting to take their money. I've never seen it happen. It's only like the broke guys who are like, oh man, I'm not going to get with this chick because she's going to fleece me for all my money. It's like, man, you work at, Pop Copy or some shit. Yeah, no one cares.
Go to twice a month. That's what it is. Say
what?
She wants to go to Applebee's twice a month. That's.
I know, and that's all it takes. It's just, and also it's. This is funny. We're down this road here, but also it's a contradictory message because what do they always say? They always say that, a real man provides for his woman. She shouldn't have to work at all. She should be staying at home. It's like, okay, why are you mad at them for wanting what you're saying they should want? You should be happy about this, but they're not, because they're losers. They don't know how to talk to women. They have no game. They have no like personal skills. They're not funny. They're not interested.
That circular thought process, though, it's in all part of their lives. Okay. The guys who think like that, the misogynistic, patriarchy, they're pissed that women are learning that they get to do what they want. Like the women don't have to get married when they're 22. And I don't know, the statistics are saying that, like, I don't know what 50% of men are living sexless lives right now because they just can't find a woman. But that type of